Welcome back, everybody, to Monster Hunter Wilds. To the worst Mizutsune theme we have ever gotten. Honestly, this one is worse than the Monster Hunter Rise Mizutsune theme. Although I like this version of Mizutsune a little bit more than the base version of Rise, the theme is kind of off a bit, I would say. But okay. We'll see how long we're going to do. It is fucking hot in here, as usual. So I might go a little bit shorter, if you don't mind. But yeah, we're going to play some Monster Hunter Wilds. We're going to hunt some monsters. I'm just going to hunt broadly. I'm not going to hunt like specific targets. I just want to get back into the feel for the game for the release of Monster Hunter Wilds Title Update 2, because we have been waiting for way too long. And yeah, I'm going to talk a bit about the state of the game as well, because it's a little bit dire, I have to say. In my opinion, the state of the game is not very good currently. You know, I had this the first time that I didn't want to play a Monster Hunter game because I was bored today. I stopped playing today, but yeah, I was extremely bored, so I don't know. Fuck you, Mizutsune theme. We're going over to the game. I made a new overlay. It's not perfect. It is the water background from Wind Waker, but I think it does capture like at least the game relatively well. Oh my god. Yeah, the game does still not run well. You know what? I like that we have so many options. So yeah, frame limit is off, but I want to have options. Motion blur is off. Oh, I need to get out of the game to enable performance mode. I want to get performance mode. It's not going to look as good anyway for you guys, so I might as well go performance mode. Yeah, this has been very seeing as to how they have handled the performance issues. I am very not amused with the game currently. Not very amused. Like, they have been handling performance issues and everything really, really badly, and it needs to be said that the PC version sits at mostly negative now, which is like super dumb. Yeah, the 60 FPS look good at least. It doesn't look good for you, but whatever. So yeah, let me quickly check what we have. The tempered monster system is as dumb as ever, by the way. I don't like it. Then I went to Allwell Basin earlier today, and then I got a quest that I got actually excited about, because it said something about like something killing monsters, and I was like, did they add something?
Wow, we sure got here fast.
Did they add something new? Did they add a, you know, arch-tempered monster or whatever? And no, it is the stupid Street Fighter crossover. I have to say, I was super disappointed by it.
I hate getting wet.
Let's hunt the Ufduna, why not? Yeah, I'm super not impressed with the content of the game. Obviously, I like it. I have liked it in the beginning, but the title update feels very, very slow. The event quests don't feel substantial enough at all. Like, one of the monsters we got was an Arch-Tempered Radar, which was not really that great of a fight in my opinion. So I feel super underwhelmed by everything they've added ever since the release. And I feel like with Rise and Sunbreak, we get so much good content. Like some of those monsters we got with the title updates for Sunbreak are still some of my favorites. And I freaking love Soshia. I'm glad they brought it back. But honestly, that Soshia fight should have been in the base game from the very beginning. As well as Arch-Tempered, Apexes. In my opinion. I think those should have been in the base game. I know that they did it the same way with Worlds, but that is not an excuse for me. Like if you want to stuff the tempered monster system down my throat again, then at least improve on it. And the thing is, it's as dumb as like the tempered monster system is as dumb as it's actually even worse than Worlds. One thing I like more is that it does give you like wow. One thing that I like is it does give you it doesn't make the monsters like HP bigger. It's actually something that I like, so it doesn't turn every tempered monster fight into a slugfest. Yeah. This is why I hate you, Ufduna. But that's about it, you know. And literally every monster you fight has to be a tempered one for weapon progression and armor progression. It's so dumb, in my opinion. I don't know, the more I think about it, the more critiques I can see. For me, this game still ranks way higher than Monster Hunter World, but way below Monster Hunter Rise and Sunbreak. And the new monsters are incredible.
Hey, get out of there!
I would even say this is below Monster Hunter Rise, because Monster Hunter Rise had an actual, like, an armor and weapon progression system that you could actually sink your teeth into. Whereas this doesn't have it because you just need so many things for the armors and weapons that it almost makes it impossible to grind. Like, you would have to grind a monster 15 times in order to generate one piece of armor, it feels like. And with male and female separated, it just feels like you have to grind both times for fashion hunting, you know? Like you have to make every armor piece 2 times because I want to fashion hunt actually. The gameplay is solid, by the way. The game, like, there's so many good things about this game that are just hindered by the posts. I feel like the post support wasn't here for the game, really. That's what it needed. Like, as I said, that Soshia fight should have been there from the beginning. And the Apex. The Arch-Tempered Apexes should also have been there from the beginning. Thanks for that water gem. Also, they didn't ever add an option to turn the scout flies off. Like when it comes to the menu, they didn't like listen to my main free critiques I had in terms of the UI. And it honestly feels like the community is kind of dead at the point. Which is so sad. Like, it was so amazing being there with everyone. You know, the community is dead to a point where I swear tons of people that I'm in contact with didn't even play Title Update 1 when it came out. They just didn't bother. They played it way later. Like, that's like the sign of a dead game. It's a dead giveaway. You know, and it's a little bit sad because I really like the game. But yeah, there never was a community that grew around Monster Hunter Wilds. And unless they do something about it, which I highly doubt they will, we're going to have a problem in the coming title updates. Hopefully they explain why the title updates took so long. I hope they come up with a better, also... They come up with a better endgame system. I hope that gets implemented this time. And I at least want to see 3 original monsters. Like, that title update seemed like it took forever. And yeah, I have so many hopes for the Capcom Spotlight in terms of Monster Hunter. There are 3 things I want to see. At least 4 things in terms of Monster Hunter that I actually want to see when it comes to the Capcom Spotlight that we're going to watch next week. The first is a good title update for this game. Title update for this game, or and maybe the thing that was rumored before, that the Switch 2 gets a release of this game, which would be crazy. Having this game on a handheld would help it, in my opinion, a lot. So yeah, that's the first one. The second one is a release of Monster Hunter World Iceborne on Switch 2. And that would go super hard. Like, every Switch user would be able to hop into Monster Hunter World Iceborne on a handheld console. If they do that, they would have so many things good with them. Like, honestly, I would give the game another try at that point. Don't you just want to die? There you go. But yeah, Monster Hunter World Iceborne on Switch 2 would be a major factor.
We're getting paid well for that one.
Then a performance upgrade for Monster Hunter Rise on Switch 2. That should be a no-brainer. And something Monster Hunter Generations related. I don't know. Like, obviously I'm focusing way too much on the Switch 2 content, but they have been so silent. Like, even though, like, their games come out on Nintendo consoles all the time. Like, they have been releasing the games on Nintendo consoles so much, but for whatever reason, they won't ever. They have not done anything with the Switch 2 as of this time of day. Honestly, Monster Hunter Wilds on Switch 2 would go super hard, I have to say. It's just an Arc World. Why is everything so empty? But yeah, it would go super hard. Monster Hunter Wilds on Switch 2. If it could actually run. And honestly, Monster Hunter World on Switch 2 is not as far-fetched as people think it is. But it would actually revitalize my interest in the game quite a bit. Why is everything so empty? The whole basin is empty. Wait. They remodeled this so that everything looks empty on the first tab. That... Oh god. Capcom, what are you doing? Do the update tab on the second one. God damn it. Tempered Rathalos, Tempered Congalala. Yeah, not what I currently want to hunt, really. And yeah, the Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak update should be like a no-brainer. That should be an absolute no-brainer, and if they don't do it, I don't know what I will lose my faith in Capcom quite a bit if they don't do it. But yeah, there's so much stuff that I want for the Switch 2 for them to do with Monster Hunter.
The others.
Alright, but yeah, I have so many criticisms of the game, obviously, but honestly, the game being on a portable console could, like, literally do away so many criticisms I have of it. I would play so much more of this game, honestly. But I don't trust them. That's the problem with performance as well. Because if they bring it out on Switch 2, I have to check if it actually runs well first. Because I absolutely have no trust in them that they will make it run good. You know? Event quests. Could a Forest Conqueror. These event quests are actually quite boring. Some ingredients. If you resolve the situation, they're willing to treat you to a meal. What are these event quests? Holy shit. Yeah, that's true. And it actually has gotten worse in terms of performance on PC. And performance on PC, according to people, has become worse and worse with every update they ran.
Commencing quest by order
So
of the
far.
guild.
That's why it's currently sitting at mostly negative on PC right now, on Steam. Because they mishandled this game's release so much. Honestly, they should have probably put this game about half a year in the oven. In my opinion. You know, figure out the performance bugs. Make the high rank version of Tsushia available at launch, for example. All of that, you know. Like, add a few more monsters too. Because as it stands, it's about the same size of the game as Monster Hunter World in terms of monsters. Yeah, it's different for everybody, but I think with people who have been struggling, it's very, very mixed. And I have also heard that people who have not been struggling with the game running well, like people whose game run well, they are actually reporting that it runs worse.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Like, I'm playing on my PS5, so it's okay, you know, for me. Here we go. You can't probably see it because my capture card can't capture at 60 FPS, I think. Looks actually a bit choppy on the capture card. Let me reset my capture card real quick. That's the wrong one. Okay. Doesn't look better. Doesn't really not look better. I don't know, my capture card cannot capture 60 FPS, sadly. It looks good, like it's a solid 60 FPS that I'm getting on PS5. So I'm absolutely fine, but I don't trust them with performance anymore. Way too many problems in the recent releases they had. Like, Dragon's Dogma was okay, but it was already struggling very hard. And then with Monster Hunter, that's too big of a franchise to have that many performance problems, you know? But yeah, I don't know what we'll expect. I definitely think the title update, as they said, will give us Lagi and an Arch-Tempered monster. Like, that is the fear that I have, is we're going to get 2 new monsters. We're going to get a Lagi Acros, which is the low-level monster in this case. Which actually frightens me, because I actually want Lagi to be a high-level monster. But he's going to be a low-level monster. Then we'll probably get a high-level monster and 1 Apex. We'll probably get 1 Apex again, a Arch-Tempered Apex, and that's it. And they'll probably add a dumb new system that is going to be a new endgame system or whatever. That's true. Tempered Mizu is like the better version of Mizutsune. So yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's probably the strong version. But yeah, they're going to have Lagiacros and some other monster, I guess. I'm giving them the generosity that they will add 2 monsters, you know. What I want is actually 3 new ones, because I personally don't consider the Arch-Tempered Apexes as new monsters. Not really. Like with Arch-Tempered Raidao, it didn't really add a lot to the fight for me. I mean, I'm probably in the minority with people. But like, I've fought so many Raidao before that I kind of already knew its moveset, and the new moves didn't really throw me off that much, you know? Didn't feel that much difference for me. But we'll probably get it. But that's probably what we're going to get. I think they confirmed that they are going to give us something new in terms of endgame system. Which could be good, or it could be absolutely bad. You know? Could be good, but it could be horrible as well. Like a new endgame system. And then, I don't know. I obviously don't have a crystal ball to see what's in the future. But yeah, that's kind of my fear, that we're going to get it. But yeah, the weird weapon system that you use tempered materials to craft is one of the worst systems I've ever seen. That they've ever done, in my opinion. I absolutely do not like that system. You know? But yeah, I don't know. It's... The content drought is real. Really real for this game, in my opinion. Like... If I look at this, I have literally nothing to do right now. Like, what are the things I could do? I could go to Gemma, And I could just
Got something in mind?
grind down the weapon tree again. A new one. Another weapon tree if I want to.
I'm ready to work. Perfection.
You know. Could grind down a different weapon tree. Or
Sure.
craft as many armors as I want
Something
to.
in mind?
You know. But the problem is, the armors take so much materials to craft. It's actually kind of a slog to get through, you know. Like, you would have to hunt so many things. So many things. In order to get all of the armors. Like, I would be here, like, in 200 hours. Still grinding away the armor tree. You know? It feels a little bit overwhelming in my opinion. Well, it would be grinding the same monsters over and over again. I don't know. I just don't like that. Like with Monster Hunter Rise, for example, this is why I put 700 hours into base Monster Hunter Rise. It always felt like you could craft something after like 2 hunts. You know, so craft something new. Like after every 2 hunts I was like awarded with a new thing that I could craft, a new weapon I could make, a whole new set of armor I could make. They were pretty generous with those drops. That's why I played it for so long. I think I was pretty much done with making all of the weapons and all of the armors in Monster Hunter Rise by the end of it. On base Rise. I suppose. But also, I think linking the layered armors to actually crafting the armors was a mistake. Because if I could just get the layered armors from every armor set relatively quickly, I would just do that, you know? And that would be more of a motivator for me. I think the problem is that I have to craft every piece of armor to get like the layered sets, so I can mix and match and I can get like fashion hunting. Which completely destroys the will for me to fashion hunt, you know? It's kind of weird in that way. And with traditional Monster Hunter, you were not making, like, in the older games, you were not making every set of armor. You knew that you were not going to make every set of armor. You were just making one that was good. You were making one set, maybe 2, maybe 3 sets, but you had never the drive to do everything, because you couldn't really mix and match, and didn't have layered stuff and stuff.
I've got news you don't want to miss.
I don't know, it's kind of weird. I think the game fell off a bit
Hey,
for me. That might just be that the honeymoon phase is over for me, you know. But the RTN weapon system is so dumb. I absolutely do not like that. Affinity infusion. I don't know, rusted device. attack and fusion 5.
Look good. Come back anytime.
I absolutely do not like this system. Like they wanted, it feels like they wanted to make several endgame systems that you could engage in with this game, but none of them feel really good in my opinion. I don't know. I should probably be a little less negative. So which one is the new one we made? Probably this one, right? We put a little bit more affinity into this. And not an element. I don't know. Let's hunt something. Why not? What do you have for me, Alma? So yeah, the event quests are super lame. Investigations. Let's fight a tempered Mizutsune. I don't think I have done that before. I think on stream. I've never hunted a tempered Mizutsune. I think I've only ever hunted the normal one on stream. Let's do that. And then maybe something else. But yeah, I'm hoping that they bring the heat next time. For the Capcom Spotlight stream. I would really like to see them bring the heat for that. You know, interestingly enough, the gameplay is the thing that has kept me going the most. Like, the armor system is kind of dumb, in my opinion. I don't like it. The tempered weapon system is not great and everything. What has been keeping me playing a lot more is just the gameplay, because it's so good. Yeah, I've seen that a lot of people stop playing Monster Hunter in their entirety after this game. It's actually very weird. God damn it. Okay. I wasn't really playing a lot anymore. Like, this is literally like the first time I've touched a game, really. Like, today is the first time I've touched a game ever since the last Monster Hunter stream, which was like right after Title Update 1. Like, I've not played the game since Title Update 1. The only thing I did after it was literally just get the Soshia armor and weapon and be done with it. That was basically my final challenge. And it did, like, keep me occupied for a bit, I have to say. Like, Soshia, excellent boss fight. But yeah, I think one of the things that also needs to be mentioned, what they've done with event quests is absolutely criminal. What they've done with event quests is super dumb, in my opinion. Like the rotating event quests that really don't add that much. Like with Rise, for example, they added those super hard event quests. Like every Apex got like the hard version in an event quest that were super tough in Rise. Like that were literally one hits killing you. They've not really done that. Except maybe Arch-Tempered Radao, but... that's a different version of the monster. Like if they don't add an event quest, that's literally just the final boss, but harder. What are they even doing? So sheer, but it one-shots you. I highly doubt they will do that here, since they are so hell-bent on bringing the Arch-Tempered Apexes back. You know what I mean? I feel like that's their idea of super tough quests. I don't know. I like this Mizutsune, by the way. Fuck.
I'm glad you're all right. Don't worry, we'll get him next time. More supplies have been added.
But yeah, I really like this version of Mizutsune with the Soul Seer stuff. I just wish it wasn't on regular Mizutsune. That's such a weird idea. That every regular Mizutsune could just bust out the Soul Seer stuff when it threatens. That still gets me a bit. But I still like it. This is not a great place to fight Mizutsune.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
You better be. Yeah, I don't know. I still have my gripes right now, and they probably won't go away until I see the Capcom Spotlight. Hello, Guardian. Hello, Shubu. What the fuck? Is this a monster buffet here? Come on. Face tank that one. There's a wound open. Let me take full advantage of that. There we go. God damn it. God damn it. I really like this new switch axe, by the way. They did the switch axe justice in this one. It feels like a completely new weapon, but I really, really like it, you know? Feels so much more like a burst weapon. I've not played too many of the other weapons to really get a feeling for them, so I can't say that all of them are great. But the weapons that I've tried feel great, yeah. Alright. You know what? We're switching. Like, as I said, the gameplay is phenomenal in this game. Might be my favorite Monster Hunter in terms of gameplay. You know? I need to get adjusted with Lance again. I definitely need to get readjusted for Lance again. Oh god. I've not played Lance in a while. Like, the switch axe never leaves my system, but other weapons might. But yeah, I've been trying to get into Lance, I think, before I stop playing, really. I also think it was a good decision at the beginning of the game to just turn off damage numbers in general. There goes the tail. Thanks.
Bigger wasp for you.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to see if I'm doing great or not. Because it really doesn't matter at all. Like, the clear time should be an indicator if I've done great or not, you know? Everything else just does not matter. There we go.
Quest complete. You were using soldiers. Remember the card that settles them. We're getting paid well for that one.
That was a tempered Mizu. But yeah, this is literally just to get back into the game, you know, get a little bit of fun out of the game again. Yeah, we got the water orb. Nice. I'll probably keep the stream also relatively short. Like, I'll probably stream for another hour. But that's probably going to be it. I'm Hunter rank 110, by the way. Like, you can see where I basically stopped playing. You know what? I will fight a tempered New Udra. Because New Udra is still my favorite monster. Where's my tent? There's my tent. I think from all of the new ones, I think New Udra might be my favorite one.
I heard from the others.
Like, honestly, around the time that New Udra was introduced, I had the most fun in the game. Probably. That was the time where I had the most fun. I think. Just the concept is just so novel and everything. So good. It does have something that, like, Shu-Wu doesn't have for me. It's just the oily mucus and everything, and the fire. I can't wait until New Udra gets an Arch-Tempered version, honestly. Like, that is the one thing that could save the Arch-Tempered monsters, is if New Udra gets one. And maybe we get a Jin the Heart fight that is Arch-Tempered. That would be cool. Because Jin the Heart is already, like, a Siege-style fight. Arch tempered version would go super hard, I feel like. Also, the music is phenomenal. I kind of forgot how good the theme was. God damn it. Like, just listen to this theme.
We've got more company. Look out!
Gypseros, what are you doing here? Do I have a well-done steak with me? Nope. I don't. Fuck. Okay. That was a little bit too early on my counter. I see that. Used my counter too early on that one.
I'm glad you're all right. Don't worry, you'll get him next time.
You know, the Switch 2 version would actually be really great for me. I feel like I definitely would get it.
Wow, what a view!
If it runs well, at least. If it runs like 30 FPS and stable and looks okay, I would definitely get it. You know? Because just having it portable is just such a cool thing. Like, it's what I did with Rise as well. Like, I just booted it up sometimes when I wanted to have it portable. Sometimes I just had it like in handheld mode. And I just, at the end of the day, booted up Monster Hunter Rise. And played for like... God damn it. And I just booted up Monster Hunter Rise, and yeah. I just went at it. Fought a few monsters. And that's something that I probably would do too with this game. If this came to Switch 2. Yeah. He's not doing as much damage with it with his attacks. There we go.
Power up, activated.
That went great. But yeah, I'm expecting them to do a lot more Switch 2 stuff. But we might not see a lot of it during the Capcom showcase. They might keep it for a Nintendo Direct or something. But I at least want to see something cool, you know? Like, give me Lagiacros. And give me Shagaru. If they bring back Shagaru, that might be worth the wait. Absolutely. Lagiacros and Shagaru in one update would actually slap pretty hard. Shagaru has to return.
Heels inbound.
I just don't think... The thing is, I just don't think he would be as exciting if they kept him for the last title update for this game. Like as the final boss material. I think that would be kind of lame.
Looks like it's moving into a new area.
Even though I like Shagaru a lot. I just don't know which direction I want to take this game in. We'll have to see once the title updates have all died down and stuff. Like, how we would rate the game at the end of it. It could be. I just think... The thing is, because Shagaru was already in Monster Hunter in Sunbreak, and they brought literally all forms of Gormagala into Sunbreak, I feel that would be kind of boring, you know? And I'm not sure we would get a new version of Gormagala. Although it would be kind of cool, especially with like the Wyvern Milk stuff and all of that. Like a supercharged Gormagala with a Frenzy Virus would be like a supercharged Frenzy Virus. And we've seen that the Frenzy Virus can affect the Dragon Torch, you know? He's somewhat different, yeah. But that's just, in my opinion, due to the moveset, really. I really also like Wild Score a lot more than Sunbreak Core. Like that's at least how they could like end the story a bit, you know. Because we've already seen like the Frenzy Virus interact with the Dragon Torch, so... That new Udra does not want to die. That's one tentacle. And I mean, with the way that Soshia regenerates as well, that's very interesting. That Soshia can regenerate. I don't know, they kind of baked it into the story.
Way to the shock trap.
We'll definitely uncover, like, a lot of stuff about the Dragon Torch in the next story arc, right? In the title updates. Let's open those wounds. That was a good hit.
Sure thing, Blunderang. It's looking green. Almost there.
Thanks. Fuck.
Hey, get out of there.
There we go.
Leave this to me. Wheels inbound. Remember the card that severed them.
That would be interesting how they made Soshia. Like, apparently Soshia can regenerate now, which is kind of weird. I have a feeling they needed at one point to separate the story from the gameplay in terms of that, but maybe it will all have an answer, you know? It would be very interesting if it does have an answer. I highly doubt we're going to get other black dragons or some bullshit like that.
I'll just hop off for now.
Can I? There we go.
Fierce as a cat.
There we go. Forgot that he has a grab attack.
Be careful. It looks free.
That's true. I think it does have like Fatalis parts. You know, but what has me really excited, once we get into it, is what we're going to get for a expansion to this game. Like, this game is already very ambitious. But what will be the expansion? Like, honestly, this game, to me, feels way more meaty than even Monster Hunter World back in the day. You mean wilds? It would be wilds? God damn it.
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
For me, Monster Hunter World felt pretty barren. Like, the new monsters didn't leave an impression really that much to me and stuff. I know for a lot of people it's their first entry into the game. There we go. But yeah, this game already has more than Monster Hunter World for me. A lot more.
Well, for that one.
In the base form. So I'm wondering, you know, if they went above and beyond with the rest. What are you small little guys? I've never seen you before. New Yaya, lava of New Udra. Oh, interesting. Can we like get a new Udra and tame it? That would be cool. I want to tame my own new Udra.
So, where to next?
We got a flame gem. Interesting. That is honestly really cool. That they just float there. I can't wait for Monster Hunter Stories 3. I need to play Monster Hunter Stories at one time. I've never played Monster Hunter Stories really. I really need to do that. How about, you know, every time I say how about, nothing good can come of it, really. How about we try something different? I think I'm in form a bit.
Hello, I heard from the others.
Equipment. Switch axe. The problem with this switch axe, by the way, is I haven't fully upgraded it. This one's still straight up better. Alright. Can I get adamant pill? Why not? How about we're going to hunt a Soshia? I'm ready to take another Soshia on. I haven't hunted Soshia in a while, so it's going to be fun. I hope. At least. Let's watch the full cutscene as well. The Soshia fight is so well designed. I would just like more of it, you know?
Wow, we sure got here fast.
If we get one of these fights every title update, it would be so good. Like, it's not just that the monster's cool. The fight is also really well designed. You know. I'll probably die to it too. Just imagine, by the way, if in the story we just would go against Soshia by our own order and just die to it. And then the story is over, like the final cutscene plays and everyone's screwed. That would be a very, very dark Monster Hunter timeline. God damn it. Okay. Second phase. Yeah, that would probably happen. I mean, we have a backup in the amulet to destroy the Dragon Torch, that's true. But yeah, that would basically ruin the entire ecosystem. Maybe that's where the story is going, you know, in the long run. Fuck. Maybe we need to destroy the Dragon Torch, so Shia will keep coming back. You know? The one thing that I can advise you on, surely, in Tsushia, is don't get boxed into a corner. If you get boxed into a corner, you might get totally fucked over. By one of its fire moves. Most times I actually carded. I've been like in a corner and its fire move somehow hit me. And there's nothing I could have done. You know? Those fireballs hit hard. Yeah, that could be it. Maybe the Master Rank expansion is just us looking for a power source to replace the Dragon Torch to restabilize the environment. You know? Yeah, that's kind of what I hate about this fight a little bit. Is that I can't use my full burst anywhere. I have to hack away at it. All the time. Fuck. I can't use my full burst really on it because it doesn't just give me the option to do it. I know a way to use it, but that is only in the third phase. So we'll have to get to the third phase in order for me to use like my full burst. To have like a window where I can use it. Right here, after this move, there is certain combinations of moves Soshia can do that give you like a window of opportunity where it rests for a bit to do your full burst move. But it's very, very slim. Alright. We're still not in third phase, by the way. The fight can be a little bit of a slog to grind, I have to say. Like, if you need a lot of Soshia materials, the fight can be very much a slog to grind. Maybe other weapons can be a little bit more aggressive with Soshia, I don't know. With the switch axe, I have a very hard time being very aggressive with it. You know? I mean, Greatsword could just hit it, and it would probably do a lot of damage. Okay.
All ready when you are.
No. By the way, you can make this fight easier if you don't solo it. I just realized that while grinding. While grinding the monster. You can make this fight a lot easier if you just get the NPC support hunters. This attack can be devastating. Like, they open so many more opportunities for you to use your attacks. But I always forget that the NPC support hunters are there somehow. By the way, this is a prime opportunity. This would have been a prime opportunity if I didn't get hit here. The double hands thing, when it does the double slam with its hands, has a very long recovery time on Soshia, for example. You can exploit that pretty heavily. There we go. And you can go full burst into this. See, that was enough to get me to get a full burst off. Honestly, the final phase makes it a bit easier because you can actually open way more wounds than Soshia in the final phase. Fuck. So yeah, right after. You can actually go for the head a little bit as well on this. If you go straight for the head, you might as well break the horns, you know? For this one, you don't actually want to stay away too far because it turns around and does this. Oh, God damn it. And you want to be kind of behind it when that happens.
Do your thing, Blunderang.
Probably die soon. I love how metallic it sounds, by the way, as well. Like when it roars, it's just kind of a little bit metallic. So really to accentuate that it's an artificial life form, you know? And straight for the head. See? And then you can even lay it flat.
Leave this to me. Heels and down. Y'all are in. We should go about the barbecue grill.
Okay. Like, I can see other weapons being a little bit easier to deal with. Because my most damaging move has such a long wind up on it. You know? Like, even, for example, even with Greatsword, without True Charge Slash, you should probably still do a lot more damage than I'm doing with these pot shots here. Go. There you go. Alright. So far I've been playing really well, but that could all change. Okay. That's not great. Fuck. Yeah. Sweating like crazy in this office today. Let's eat something real quick. Like, I haven't done this fight in a while, but you kind of don't forget it. That's why I like this, you know? That's why I like Tsushia. You kind of don't forget how to do it, the fight. It's probably the same as Alatrion or Fatalis in World, right? You learn the fight and you never forget it. Alright. Let's fucking go. It's actually quite docile. When it just sits there. I find Tsushia kind of cute when it just sits there and does nothing. Doesn't even feel like it's a killing machine. You know what I mean? has a wound on its head. Please let me exploit it. Final phase it is! Fuck yes! I love the final phase, by the way. It's so good. It's so cinematic as well. Yeah. Alright. I get it. The final phase just adds like dragon element stuff to it.
Almost there.
I don't even want to know what an arch-tempered Tsushia could look like, by the way. Or a tempered version. Like, doing even more damage. Yeah, not great. God fucking damn it.
Get out of there.
I can't see shit. Alright. Okay, the tail's broken. Alright. I think it's weak already, so we should be able to finish this. I just hope I don't get too cocky. Okay, it has a wound right here.
I got it covered.
The only thing I don't like about this fight is that you don't get proof of a hero. That is a massive oversight, Capcom. Come on. Alright. There we go. There we go. We got it. Took long enough.
We're getting paid well for
I
that
think
one.
I'm back in the game. That was like the ultimate test, right? At least for me. Where did the tail drop? Over there. That's like the ultimate test that you can do. It's like the hardest fight in the game. So yeah. Let's hope we at least dropped one gem. That would be cool. Oh. But yeah, I'll probably stop streaming right now. We got a gem. Oh my god. We got a 4 White Gleam Orc. Oh my god. I got so lucky with that gem. Like, those gems drop not very often. Alright. Gemma?
Yep.
Upgrade my weapon, please. That should net us. Oh god. We still need 3 crystal horns and black ember masses to do this. But at least we got the gem. So we just have to hunt it a few more times to get a weapon upgrade fully. That's good. But yeah, I'm going to end it for today. It is way too hot in this room and I'm sweating like crazy, you know. I'm sweating like crazy and I don't want to keep you. It was interesting going back. Obviously, what happens next on the channel is my question. While I quickly give the OST back. Here we go. What happens next on the channel? Tomorrow we're playing Trails in the Sky. We're in chapter 4. We're going to do a lot of stuff in Trails in the Sky. Obviously, we're in the final chapter. We're going to do like the whole exploration of the city and, you know, shit starts finally hitting the fan in the game. Then on Thursday we're going to do a retro game Thursday as usual. We're going to play a retro game at 6 p.m. and then around midnight, 15 minutes before midnight, my time, so Central European summertime. Around midnight that time, we're going to watch the Capcom Spotlight. It is midnight. It happens on midnight for me. So yeah, that is after that is Thursday after everything, you know? After we done basically the retro game Thursday, and then we're going to stream midnight that day. Then on Friday, early morning stream, we're going to play Wind Waker. I'm going to be busted as hell. I'm going to be tired as hell. But on Friday, we're going to play Wind Waker. That's what's going to happen on the channel. I have nothing yet to announce for the weekends. The weekend is kind of free still. I don't have anything to do, but I'll probably end up spending time with my wife because we have not been spending a lot of time in the last 2 weeks because we've all been busy, both of us. So yeah, we'll probably end up spending some time together. That's going to be it. Yeah. So don't forget to tune in for tomorrow. We're going to play Trails, and for all else, I thank you for watching. If you want to see more Monster Hunter content, please leave a like and subscribe. It really would help me a lot if you would do like and subscribe, obviously, because Monster Hunter content is very, very important to me, but it doesn't draw in a lot of views, it doesn't draw in a lot of subscribers, it doesn't draw in a lot of anything on the channel. So yeah, it's way more important that you support my Monster Hunter content. And yeah, that is all for today. Thank you, and I will see all of you next time. Trilightning out.